By a person of this country. And I'd like to see America taking a lot of the great jewels of the world, to be perfectly honest, and bringing them over here.
How's it? English. Welcome to Mongus Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. There we go.
It's dark.
Oh, and this. Quick. Ah. Don't forget. Oh. Okay. Aloha everybody, it's Saturday, August 30th. August, at the very tail end of August. Guess box, you going on? Okay. Ghost Tube, if you want this, it's free. There's a free version. Ghost, it's random. Anyways, it's Saturday. I'm gonna go over and visit my mom at the facility as she's getting well, she's gonna be there a couple more weeks, you know. She's getting stronger. It's just what they're doing there. So it's like it's a whole bunch of stuff, but she's doing all right. And then the birds, little vlog, little news here. The birds they're out in force, and a few of them are still coming into this yard. So I'm going out there trying to shoo them away. I hope I'm not appearing too abusive. But there's a lot more of them too. It's like a peak, population number. So I'm like shooting them away, get out, and then I hear like a whole big crowd of them just over the edge of the wall, and they have that little moan, like a whole big audience of they don't come and get me like that movie Willard with the rats. They all decide to. No. Anyways, okay. News. All right, let's try boil it down to some little stuff. Trump. I don't know. One thing about Trump is he hasn't been seen by the press or in public since August 26th. So that's like a few days. So not in front of the cameras, no press conference, not in public. It's like, what happened to him? He's gone. He's still on tweet, so he's alive. So of course he's tweeting, but nothing public. So, the black marks are in both hands now, swollen in. Something up here? I don't know. So, well, anyways, there's that. There's a court thing where an appeals court, so it's another upper level court, decided on one of the cases, and the cases was the sweeping tariffs. So that's not the specific 50% on Singapore, and I don't like India, so now you're 110%, in China, which you're going up from 35% to 50%. It's not those. It's the initial one where we held up the board and everything's 10%. We're going to start off with a baseline of every tariff goes up 10%. The sweeping tariffs. Well, actually, they had different numbers, but about 10%-ish. And so that's the case where the appellate court said no. And they put down the hammer. They went, no. That's illegal. And the illegal part is that, as they say, the purse strings, basically the money being allotted out. There's taxpayer money. It's like the mountain of smog, giant, all the money on the dragon on top. Though the money gets delegated out or distributed for different purposes. That's the power of Congress, and they keep calling it purse strings, but it's the power of Congress. That's what the Congress does.
I can't speak.
Trump's doing it out of like presidential emergency,
Come over
it's a
here.
state of emergency, throws a piece of paper out there in the state of emergency. I'm doing that now. He's taking that power via presidential. But you know what? They've kind of determined there wasn't any emergency, and that's rightfully the power of Congress. So this is all coming back to that balance of power for the three branches of the government. Someone's standing, the appellate court's standing up for it. So now all those tariffs are considered illegal. Yay, the markets can go stabilize. So what happens now?
They come.
The tariffs stay there. Trump tweets, they're all still on. All the tariffs are still on. The tariff's still there at least till October. And it gets bumped up to the Supreme Court, where I guess it's half Trump alignment allies on the Supreme Court, so you could get a favorable decision. Just bump it up to the Supreme Court. They're our guys. They're in our pocket.
Maybe.
Thanks, SCOTUS. Remember Roe versus Wade? We'll never touch it. And bye-bye. All these things, bye-bye. Yeah, so there's that. And it's the 50th anniversary of the movie Jaws. Okay, Jaws. I remember when I saw that movie, I actually fashioned it. Murdered. Nobody got murdered. Not that I know. I fashioned a little white shark tooth because I read the book. It's the first novel I've ever read. My sister goes, here, read this. It's about a killer shark. I'm in 7th grade. I'm going to read 300 pages. And I read it for 3 pages. Like, I actually read the whole book cover to cover. The first novel I've ever read. And then they're making a movie. I'm like, I'm in shop class making a white shark tooth, plastic. And it's like this big. In the movie, the prop tooth was this big. So I was like, they might use it in the movie. And I snorkeled a lot. And when I saw that movie, it was so crowded. There were so many people. There was so much hype and blockbuster lines around the block. So when I saw the movie, we had front row seats, center front row, literally the front row, the kind of seats where you're sitting in the movie theater and you're looking up at the screen. It's like upward, it's like kink in the neck, and everyone was all real tense, and it's like, So it made quite an impression, especially at the beginning. Okay, enough of that. It's going to be Labor Day weekend, so be safe out there. Hawaii news. 2 Navy supervisors indicted for spill cover. Remember Red Hill? Red Hill. 2 of the Navy guys. They were like trying to fix the data, omitted data, altered data. This is what we were doing with that Democratic the people were going out there doing this. I saw lots of this data. There's like the real heroes were the Department of Water, Hawaii's. They were calling their shots, and the Navy was just hiding it all. Deeply affordable rental houses, just full of challenges.
Andrew.
Deeply affordable. Dig deep. It's not rental tower nearly full after challenging. They try to make. We're gonna make a big, expensive luxury. Then they try to make affordable. Like this will be affordable part. So they get permits to make skyscraper. That's how they're doing that. And then they're like, affordable. Costs like as much as $1 million. That's affordable. Okay, sports. Wahine volleyball. So Wahine volleyball is coming back. And Rainbow Warriors are going to be playing the Arizona Wildcats. When and where? Today. That's where. When? Where? Tucson, Arizona. So not here. Not here. Summer, Tucson, Arizona. Okay. And football. So football's back. That's kind of cool, I guess. So much hype for football coming back. I'm like, and now it's like, so what? Did anybody play a game? No, I guess not. Maybe a little back in the day. Remember when you want to relax as a kid, you just go back and stare at a picture at the museum. 1910, Kitty Hawk. 1965, 11-year-old Donald gazes at a photo-powered airplane, the first powered airplane in Hawaii. So after Kitty Hawk, they put a propeller on. J.C. Mars piloted the Skylark in 1910 over Moana Lua. This picture is part of it. It says a display at the airport in the aviation of Hawaii. Okay, whatever. Something like that. Oh, look, here's oh yeah, there was a thing of Katrina 20 years ago. That was, yeah, if you don't remember that, it's no, yeah, they're all, took them a long time to rescue people and come to their aid. So,
We're out here, we're going to go right to it, spend more money to spend, keep rules, this one,
Turn Natatorium into beach volleyball arena.
now that the Waikiki Natatorium is back in the news, I find myself repeating the same story. Why can't we just fill in the pool with rocks and then sand and then fix the concrete bleachers? It can be used for University of Hawaii beach volleyball and national tournaments. It can be used for public volleyball. Plus, with the continued loss of beach, it would be good for sunbathers. Picture the draw of college and professional beach volleyball at Waikiki War Memorial. The memorial would make a grand entrance to the site. Tim Rajkowski, Kailua. Well, gee there, thank you, Tim, for writing in and telling us all about the volleyball thing there. Yeah. Well, guess what? I wrote letters to the editor. I used to write them just to get published. My name's in the paper. Write letters to the editor. Write them, and finally I found it kind of like a formula. Keep them short. Try to throw a solution, and maybe use a vocabulary word or two. Hey, pick that one. And one of my early letters was that, the natatorium, and saying that exact thing. Well, not exactly how he said it, but fill in the natatorium, because they were thinking about tearing it down. Fill it in with sand and have volleyball. So you have volleyball. Fill it in with sand, volleyball. That's like 15 years ago. At least a decade. I gotcha. Yeah, I beat you to the punch by 10 years. Alright, that's fun, I guess. Sort of. Anyways, have a happy Saturday. I gotta go run around. It's Saturday. Have a good Aloha Saturday. Aloha to you.
Have a good aloha. Birds everywhere with John. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Aloha.